Today we're going to do a little bit of review with our soccer unit. Mr. Nolan has the ball at the cone. What he's going to do is he's going to take the ball, he's going to close control dribble through the first set of cones, then he's going to speed dribble down to the next cone, the yellow cone. He's going to take a shot for accuracy. If you remember, a shot for accuracy, you're using the inside of your foot and it's like a good strong pass. Then on his way back, he will dribble back to the top of the cones. He will pass the ball to Mr. Obrys. Mr. Obrys will receive the ball, receive the pass. So we got a lot of review going on here. Go ahead, Mr. Nolan. So he's going to close control dribble through the first set of cones. Speed dribble. Remember speed dribble. He's going to use his laces. Gets to the cone. Shot for accuracy. Inside of the foot. He receives the ball. Comes back to the top cone. Once he gets to the cone, he passes it to Mr. Obrys, who receives the ball. Then it would be Mr. Obrys' turn to do the same thing that Mr. Nolan did. Now Mr. Obrys is just about back to the top of the cones. This time Mr. Nolan's going to receive the ball. He's going to do his close control dribble again through the cones. Once he gets to the cone, which is farther away, he's going to take a power shot, which is laces and that metatarsal bone on top of the foot. He gets it off the wall, brings it back, and he's going to pass it back to Mr. Obrys. And then once again, Mr. Obrys will receive it and do the same thing Mr. Nolan just did.
Okay, one of the final skills that we want you to pick up in soccer is how to defend one-on-one and how to defend safely. In soccer, good defending is safe defending. So in other words, the traditional mentality is to go for the ball. And that's a poor defensive tactic in soccer because people with good close control dribbling skills will go right by you, just like they would in basketball. So instead, we want you to take up a defensive posture or a stance. So I'm getting low. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Coach Obrys as he dribbles to try to get by me with the ball. And when I think I've made a decision on which way he's going to go, I'm going to use my foot to block that path. And that technique is called a block tackle. So he starts coming by me, I'm moving my feet. Once I read he's going a certain direction, I'll put my feet out to the side to block that path. I'm not going into coach. I'm not stepping on him. I'm not kicking at him. I'm blocking his path. Even if I miss, it puts me in a good body position to continue to run with him. So the technique for safe defensive play in soccer is called block tackling. So as the students are transitioning into gameplay, another safety aspect that we're trying to remind them is that they're supposed to be using the skills that we've covered in class. So when the ball comes to somebody in the game, they're doing one of three things. First, they receive it, but then first thing their option is to dribble it and take space. Second, to pass it to an open teammate, if that's what helps their team the most. And third, when they're close to the goal, to shoot. What we don't want to see people do is every time the ball comes up is just kick it wherever it goes and have absolutely no plan as to what they're going to do with that particular skill. So we don't want that for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't help your team score or win the game. And two, it's not safe and usually ends up getting kicked at somebody that's not even involved with the actual play.